Hey guys!
I'm Issa,
And I'm Sam.
and welcome back to Likewise Pod.
It's about whatever we want.
And last week, I know I say this every week, but each episode just becomes my new favorite. But I really loved last week because I love personality types and just diving right into them, especially with you, Sam, because, you know, you love them too. And I feel like we could just really talk about them for hours on end.
We really can, and we did, because when we were in the car together, we talked about the episode. We, talked over it. So we, played it and we talked over it, talking about our personality types again. So, we never stop.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it was. So, since you talked about us being in the car together, wanna give us your roses and thorns of the week?
Oh, yes, of course. So, us going in the car together, driving to Vancouver, trying Black Rock coffee is obviously my rose. I almost said thorn. It's definitely not a thorn. That, and I did a little T Swift folklore inspired photo shoot, and it was so fun. Good. My thorn, that made me remember my actual thorn. I don't know why I couldn't remember this earlier when I took notes. But first, I've been having a lot of migraines this week, so that sucks. But my big thorn is that my DSLR camera is broken, I think. I don't know. The LCD screen doesn't work. So I need to get a new camera body at some point, and I'm not looking forward to that because that's a little expensive, and I don't really have a job right now. So we'll see when that happens. So that's mine.
Yeah, no, when you told us that your camera was broken, all I could think of were price tags. I was like, oh my gosh, that sucks. That's so not good.
I'm sad.
But, my rose, like you, Sam, is, going to Vancouver, all for coffee. But it was so much fun, and I'll road trip again with you. It was good. Listening to the One Direction music and their solo stuff, and then finding out that Niall covered Lover by Taylor Swift. That was incredible. Yeah, and then I also got my ATLA, All Things Lily Ann stuff in the mail on Saturday. But that was good. That was fun. And then my thorn, well, long story short, went to Vancouver, and then I was trying to catch the ferry back, and I literally missed it by 4 seconds. I got in line to pay, or to have him scan the card because I got the round trip, right? And she tells me in lane 5, and I'm like, are you kidding me? I see the ferry right there. The car in front of me got on. Granted, they weren't right in front of me. They were paying when I was still driving up. But they got on, and then they left a minute or two after I got there and was just sitting there in the lanes in the car. I was like, are you kidding me? So that sucked because I was trying to get on the 8:20 ferry, but had to wait until 9:40 for the next one because after that time, I guess they just stopped running both of them. So I saw the second one come back and offload all of its passengers, all the cars, and it didn't go back. It was just sitting there taunting me, teasing me. So yeah, that was great. And then another thorn is I've just been kind of feeling, I don't know, just lacking motivation to do things right now, and I've just been not feeling it lately. Today we're recording on Tuesday again, because yesterday I asked Sam, I was like, hey, it's okay if we record tomorrow instead of today. I'm just really not feeling it. So I don't know what's going on, if it's oh, you're going back to school soon, Issa, but I just don't know. But hopefully, not hopefully, today's gonna be really good because I love this topic so much. We've talked about it a lot on the pod before.
It's actually really funny because I was editing my vlog, and you were talking about how you're like, oh, it's so funny, the first time I went to your house I almost missed the ferry back, and I don't know what I would have done. I would have cried and sat in my car, and then I was like, funny, because then that's exactly what you did.
Oh no, I think I was about to cry, but then I didn't, and I was just so upset. I was like, are you kidding me? I literally, I left your house, ETA was like 8:26, and then I looked up ferry times and it said 8:20. I was like, holy heck, no freaking way. So I was pretty much racing down there, and then finally got the ETA down to 8:21, and then I got there at 8:20, but then they left at like 8:21, 8:22, and I was pissed. Oh my gosh.
So sad.
But yeah. But yeah, so excited for the topic today. It'll be so good, so great. It's one of my favorite things. Sam likes it. It was her idea.
Oh, yeah, I was just, like, brainstorming ideas for the pod, and I was like, oh, it would be so fun if we just, like, sat down and played We're Not Really Strangers. It would be so fun, because we love to play it. Like, I could not get tired of playing it, and I know you feel the same way, too.
Yeah, no, I remember roommate bondings, and then you'd walk in, you're like, oh my gosh, are you guys playing We're Not Really Strangers? Can I play? And it was so good, because not only did like my roommates and I get to know each other, but we also got to know Prez Sammy B better, and I feel like that was good for them to get to know you better, because they weren't so like scared of you after that, I feel like.
Yeah, at first, like the first time I came in, I was like, oh, everyone looks so afraid, and I'm like not scary.
Yeah.
I was like, I just want to be friends.
If you haven't listened to the pod before, just know that we love We're Not Really Strangers. They call it a game, and it kind of is, but it's more of just a get to know you and really, really get to know you on a deeper level sort of thing. It's super easy, super fun. Not only does it help you get to know the other person or the group that you're playing with, but it really helps you get to know yourself, because it's very thought-provoking and reflective, and that's what I love about it.
Mm-hmm. I love it too, because I feel like I could answer the same cards, like we could pull the same cards every time we play, and I'll still probably answer it differently just from the way that things change as time goes on, or just whatever you're feeling in the moment, your answer may be different from the last time you played, so it's kind of like you won't feel like you've played it too much, in a way.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what I was thinking. When I was writing the questions down, I was like, oh my gosh, I remember answering this question, I answered it this way, but I know I'm going to answer it differently for a few of them. And so I'll kind of explain the game a little bit. And so, already said, it just helps you get to know the other person or the group and yourself. Yeah. But so it comes with like a set of instructions, but honestly, you could play it however you want. My friends and I, we always make adjustments to make it work better for us instead of the way it's quote unquote supposed to be played, I guess. It comes with a notepad and 2 golf pencils. Because there are some wild cards in there where you have to write things down, and I think that's so fun. It's so cute. And then it also has 2 dig deeper cards, so if you just want more information about an answer that they have, then you can give them the dig deeper card, and then they go more in depth. And then there's also a final card, which is the game ending card, which we will get to at the very end.
I feel like we've never really done any of those like wild cards where you write things down. I've never done the final card.
Yeah, I mean, because the final card's a lot easier with just 2 people, and so I've only done the final card like once or twice, because I usually play it in a group. I love playing in groups because you can get to know a bunch of people just all at the same time. But yeah, and so, Sam, what do you think about deep conversations?
Oh my gosh, I love me some deep convos. It means so much to me, like, when I first meet someone and we're only, like, acquaintances, and then we, like, instantly can have deep convos.
Mm-hmm.
I, like, love that, because, you know, it makes you feel more comfortable with someone, because, like, you may not be, like, the closest of friends, but if you can have a deep conversation with someone, you learn so much more about them. You learn more about yourself as you, like, articulate your own thoughts and opinions and, like, talk about yourself or, like, vulnerable topics, and just that creates like a different level of friendship with someone. And it doesn't have to like mean that you'll be best friends after having deep combos, but like it's really cool to be able to know that you can do that with people.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I totally
I love it.
Agree.
It just
I love
so
deep
fun.
conversations. I mean, I hate being vulnerable, but if we can have a good deep conversation, I absolutely love that. I don't know, I love that kind of intimacy. It's just a lot of fun. So I guess we should get into level 1, or the first round. So level 1 is all about perception. So it's just kind of like first impression sort of thing. It's even good to answer with people that you know really well because sometimes their answers really will surprise you. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of fun thinking back to the first time I met you or like the first impressions I had of you. But even if I don't know something about you, like, oh, what do I think your favorite color is? I don't know. Like, I don't know. I'd say, oh, probably blah, blah, because blah, blah. I don't know. It's just fun to think about.
Yeah, I honestly love level 1. It's so fun.
First question. Let's start with an easy one. Ooh, I love this one when I saw this one come up. Because I was just pulling cards and I just chose, like, the first, like, 8 or 9 or 10 or whatever. But if MySpace were still a thing, what would my profile song be?
Oh my goodness. That's so fun. I don't think I've ever seen that one before. This one is making me think. Man, there's like things that I'm thinking of and I'm like, I feel like I only think that because I know you super well.
I know. My first instinct was to say Wide Open Spaces by the Dixie Chicks because I know you love that song and that it like defined a lot of your childhood and it just brings you great memories now. But so I guess like that would be my answer, but I'm just trying to think what song really encapsulates all that is Sam.
I feel like for you, probably just like, I don't know, I feel like, see, if I didn't know you, I probably wouldn't know like how much you love One Direction, but I just feel like you would have to have a One Direction song. And if I had to pick one, this is so hard. Wow. I feel like it would just be something so like simple, like Live While We're Young or something, just because like you're just like so, I don't know, it gives like a carefree vibe. It's just like a fun upbeat song and shows that you love One Direction, but it's not like it's nothing deep like 18 or anything, which that also I feel like you would pick 18 because you love that song. But yeah, I just get a Live While We're Young vibe.
Oh my gosh, okay, I was also thinking, I feel like The Sound or Love Me for You by the 1975 would be so good.
I so would.
Or I just, oh my gosh, just anything really, I love that question because I'm like, ooh, what song do you think represents me? But yeah, no, I love that.
That's fun. Let's see. Oh my gosh, I love this question. Do you think plants thrive or die in my care? Explain.
I think plants thrive in your care because you're just so aware and conscientious and just very deliberate about everything you do. And so you'd remember, oh yeah, let's put this plant in sun. Oh yeah, let's give it some water. Oh, let's take it for a walk. But I don't know. I feel like they'd definitely more so thrive than die in your care.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't had very many plants, but like the succulents I have had have done all right. Like they're pretty good. They're thriving. I mean, my mom waters them most of the time, not me, so, but hey, they're doing good. Okay, this one's, I just think this question is so funny, but I think that Issa...
Just say it, we all know.
Okay, I think that Issa would love to have, like, a green thumb and would, like, love to try to have a lot of plants, but I just feel like it would be a thing that they would just never, like, there always something would happen. They would just not survive, even if she tries her hardest to take care of them. That just, like, I feel like that is exactly what would happen, just because I just know that, like, that's just such an Issa thing to do, would be, like, try to take up having plants, and then it just wouldn't. Like, I don't know, maybe you'd be too forgetful, and even though I don't think you're a very forgetful person, I just, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, because the succulent that Nat gave me, I'm surprised it lasted, what was it, 3-4 months? Mm-hmm. It lasted so long, and I don't think I watered it for the first 2 or 3 weeks. And then I was really good about watering it. Well, by really good, I mean I watered it like once a week, sometimes twice a week. But it stopped growing. After I started taking care of it, or tried taking care of it, it just stopped growing and then it died. So I just don't know.
But it's just so funny because I feel like you would love to have like plants, like a plant aesthetic like room, you know?
Oh yeah, no, like I mean, when it first became, I guess, like a fad to have like a bunch of plants, to like be a plant mom or whatever, I was like, that's so dumb, what the heck. But seeing the aesthetics like on Pinterest or like some of our friends' rooms where they have plants, not all over because that's way too much for me, but just like a few plants, a few succulents, you know, here and there, I think it's so cute. I'm like, wow, I really wish I could do that, but I just know I can't. As a child, what do you think I wanted to be? I feel like this is so easy for me.
Yeah, well, I feel like most people when they're kids, they just like want to like grow up and like keep playing whatever sports they play. So I feel like you just like wanted to play soccer. Is that not what you thought I'd say? I feel like that's the vibe. Like when I was little, I just wanted to dance forever.
Yeah, no, I mean, I like sometimes, because I get this question a lot and whenever I play, and it's really funny because sometimes I get the soccer answer and other times I get like actor, actress.
Oh, really?
And yeah, I mean, when I was a kid, that was my biggest dream. I really wanted to be an actor because
That's so
I
cute.
really wanted to be famous.
Oh, right.
But I also really want to play soccer. I guess I want to be like a double threat, an athlete, actor. I don't know.
That would be fun.
Yeah, no, but for you, I would definitely say, I don't know, like a dancer, because I know you love dance and like you grew up doing that. Or also, because I know you did like beauty pageants, I just would feel like when you're a kid, you would want to continue with that and just be a beauty queen, you know?
Yes. Oh my gosh, that's so true. That's very accurate.
That was so cute.
I feel like I can't remember if we've ever answered this one for each other, but I think we should do this one. Which is, do you think I fall in love easily? Why or why not?
Oh, I love this question. For you, I don't know. I think it really depends. By easily, does that just mean like quickly, or does it just mean, I don't know, because for you, I would say, I don't know, it's hard to explain. Like, it just depends how fast you get to know the person you're talking to, you know? And so whether you're best friends for 10 years and then you start like romantically talking, then it could be like a week. Or if you just meet this person just out of the blue, then it could be 2 months or whatever. So I don't really know, but I feel like when you do fall in love, you just fall hard and you love hard and you care hard, and it's, I mean, for lack of a better term, your balls to the wall with it, you know? It's either 100% or nothing.
Ooh, I like that. Okay, for you, I was thinking about this one a lot, actually. I feel like you don't fall in love easily. I feel like you become like infatuated with things like really fast, and like, you know, you might like over exaggerate and like, you know, be like the love of your life, you know, like stuff like that.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, I guess it's also, I've never seen you in a relationship, so I don't like know. I haven't seen it, which is good because this is perceptions. But I feel like you like have really high standards of like needing to know someone super well to consider yourself like in love with them, outside of just like having all of our celebrity crushes and things like that. And the love of your life, obviously.
Okay, we all know I say the love of my life, but we all know, including me, who I know I deny it all the time, but we all know I'm joking about it because I really don't think that's gonna happen. But it's fun to like be like, oh my gosh, the love of my life. But you know, I definitely agree with you there that it does take a lot for me to fall in love with someone, and that I really do want to know them really well before I guess I make the decision, you know? Because honestly, the last time I can remember having actual genuine feelings for someone was junior year. And that wasn't even like being in love with them, that was just liking them in a romantic way. And so that was 5 years ago. So, yeah. Good perception. Oh. Okay, so now we're going to move on to level 2, which is all about connection. So in level 1, you kind of answer the questions about the other person, about your perception of them. But in level 2, you answer the question on the card about yourself. And level 2 has a lot of wild cards and reminders. I love the reminders. Like, actually, the first card I pulled was a reminder, and it said, reminder, be more interested in understanding others than being understood. And I was like, wow, that's really good. I'm glad that was the first one I pulled, because then I can read it right now and we can just start level 2 off with that, you know?
That's so important.
So I love this question just because I think it's really good to reflect on yourself and just kind of think about it. It's very thought-provoking, and it is potentially a deep question. But do you think the image you have of yourself matches the image other people see you as?
This is so funny. I just knew that was the one that you were looking at. I don't know how, but I just knew that that's what you were about to ask.
I love that question.
I don't think so. Well, I mean, I think I guess it depends on who is, like, whose image it is, because I feel like my friends know me really well, but especially just, like, in my role being president, I feel like a lot of people see me differently from how I actually see myself. Like, a lot of people will kind of make it clear that they're, like, intimidated by me or think I'm scary, and I'm like the least scary person I know. Or I also feel like people tie, like, a lot of their idea of who you are to the people you surround yourself with, so, like, your friends. So I feel like oftentimes people see me, like, if they don't know me super well but they know someone I'm friends with, they come up with an image they have for me based on that. I don't know. Oh, and I don't know, I like to, like, be kind of a baddie sometimes in, like, my social media pictures and stuff, and I'm just really not. I'm the farthest thing from, like, baddie. So, I don't know, I feel like I present myself a little differently online than I even am in person, and I feel like people just, if they don't know me, they would think different.
Yeah, I, like, knowing you super well, I know that you have, I mean, if we were to just talk about, like, strangers or people who don't know you super well, like, they probably definitely do have a much different image of you than you do of yourself. And so, like, knowing you pretty well, like, I know where you feel like you fall short, or where you feel really successful, or where you feel like your strengths are, you know? And so it's just, I don't know, it's just interesting to think about that one's self-image could be so different from their, like, the image that they portray or, like, show. But, like, I'm totally the same way. Like, honestly, I don't know, I mean, I've been told that I am very intimidating, but then other people have told me that I'm not, so I'm like, okay, I don't know. But I don't know, I feel like people think that I'm, like, super confident or, like, doing all these things because got the pod, started YouTube back up, started the merch. By the way, get some merch. But it's just, I don't know, I just like keeping myself busy, and I feel like when I'm doing things, then I'm productive, and if I'm not doing things, then I need to figure out what I need to do to be productive and to make sure other people think I'm productive or confident or, like, doing all these things. If that makes any sense at all.
No, that makes complete sense. Which, I guess that kind of relates a little bit to the one I wanted to ask you next, which is, what are you more afraid of, failure or success, and why?
I'm definitely more afraid of failure, and that's why I don't do a lot of things. I mean, it seems like I'm probably doing so many things, but there's actually so many things that I'm not doing because I'm so scared that I'm going to put so much time or effort or money or whatever into something, and it's just not going to come to fruition. Like, success, I'm so totally okay. Like, yeah, I'm a little scared of success because I'm like, okay, what if I do everything I want to do and then I just don't know what I want to do next? or if people expect something from me because I'm successful, or if they think differently of me, you know? But I'm just more afraid of failure and then people thinking of me as a failure. And I'd rather have people have higher expectations of me because I'm doing well than have them have lower expectations of me than because I'm doing poorly.
Mm-hmm. That's a really good way to think of it, because, I mean, obviously, especially now that you've, like, changed your major and you're doing, like, entrepreneurship and stuff, that's, like, definitely something where, like, you have to crave success and, like, want success and always be striving for it and not afraid of it. I mean, there's obviously always going to be the things that you're, like, oh, like, you know, like, being in such, like, a, wow, I forgot the word I was thinking of. But just, like, maybe, like, being in, like, a scope where there's, like, a lot of people looking at you and, like, watching, like, because you are so successful, that can get a little scary because you feel like you're almost more, like, susceptible to failure. Like, people, like, you're up so high so you could easily be seen as, like, flopping. But that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I like that.
No, I know. And, like, telling people that I have changed my major, I'm so scared of them asking me, like, oh, why'd you change to entrepreneurship? And I'm like, oh, because I have a podcast and a YouTube channel, and I really want to do that. And I don't, like, I know I really shouldn't be scared to tell people that, but I'm just scared that it's all gonna flop. And so I don't want them thinking, like, oh my gosh, she's doing these things. She is just in for a world of hurt. And, like, I know that I've got to put in so much more work than I already am in order for the pod, in order for my YouTube, in order for the merch, whatever I want to do to be successful. But it just, whenever people are like, oh, you changed your major, what to? I'm like, entrepreneurship. Usually they're like, oh wow, that's a major, and then they don't usually ask why I changed to that. So I don't know. But what about you, Sam and B? What are you more afraid of, failure or success?
I feel like also failure, because I feel like I really, really want to succeed in what I do, and it's, like, a huge goal of mine, especially with, like, the pod and YouTube, like you, and just, like, thinking of, like, all the possible things we could do, like, in, like, the future, as in, like, a business kind of way, would be so, so cool. I think in that sort of sense, I'm afraid of failure, because, I mean, we advertise so much of, like, we're doing this and this and this, and all, like, I could post all the time and be like, oh, new video, this, and, like, just the idea of, like, pursuing something, like, so strongly and for so long and it never doing well, and, like, people being able to, like, look at that and just judge that.
Yeah. No, I totally get that. Okay, I guess this is a good one. What title would you give this chapter in your life?
I feel like it's hard because I feel like everyone is kind of, like, in a weird phase of life right now, just because of, like, how much, like, COVID has affected things, and, like, everyone's lives are so, like, flipped around now. But for me, okay, I'll probably go with, this is so random. I made, like, a new Spotify playlist at the beginning of summer-ish, and it's just kind of, like, been my playlist for a while, and I titled it New Flame. I usually, like, leave the titles as, like, one of, like, the first songs I put on it, or, like, try to make it something cool, and I thought just, like, New Flame, and, like, not in, like, not anything to do with, like, other people, because I know, like, that would make it seem like, oh, new relationship, whatever. No, not that. But just, like, the idea of, I feel like I have, like, so many new things going that I'm so, like, lit up about, like, the pod, like, and being more committed to, like, working on YouTube and stuff. Like, that's such, like, it's just, like, a new burst of excitement, just a new flame. And so I feel like everything I've been doing has been, like, I've just been really driven and trying new things. So I think that would be it.
I really like that a lot. I'm kind of right there with you. I'd probably call mine moving. I don't know, just because I feel like I'm always moving, or I'm always doing something right now. And I mean, the last few days I really haven't. I've just been again, feeling just kind of not motivated to do things. But I don't know, I feel like I have some ideas that I want to do, but I just need to get the motivation or just power through the lack of motivation, I guess, and actually do them.
I like that. I really like this question. What is something you wouldn't want to change about yourself?
What's something I wouldn't want to change about myself? I would probably say, I don't know, I'm a very big dreamer. I literally say, oh my gosh, that's the dream. That's my dream. That's what I want to do. I say that literally. When I say literally, I mean literally. I say that literally all the time. And Sam, you can attest to this. My parents can attest to this. My friends can attest to this. That's probably my most used phrase. Like, oh, that's the dream, or oh, that's my dream. And so I really like that I do have big aspirations, and I feel like I'm usually pretty determined to actually bring things to fruition.
Yeah, I can see that. That's very true. You do say that a lot. The whole time, once again, just like last week, that was just making me think about the Adobe Creative type of how I'm a dreamer, and the Millie Bobby Brown thing. Yeah, I just wanted to sing, you may say I'm a dreamer. I don't know, I just love that question because I feel like we don't get to talk about stuff like that enough.
What about you, though?
I feel like mine's kind of the same. I mean, I'm definitely a very big dreamer also, but I feel like probably just like how like passionate I am about like my hobbies. I mean, I've like just the fact that I like haven't given up on trying to like do the pod and YouTube and stuff, because it's very easy to like stop when you're like not growing and things are really stagnant. And especially like I was telling you, so I had someone like DM me and ask me like how I'm motivated to like keep going with like making YouTube videos when like I haven't been growing very much. And I was like, well, I mean, it's just like more of a hobby for me than anything. Like I could care less if it doesn't go anywhere as much as I want it to, but it's something I'm still gonna do and still want to do for a long time, like as long as I have the time and like want to put the effort in, I will.
Yeah, no, when you told me about that girl DMing you, I love that so much. That was so cute. And the fact that she was bold enough to actually, DM someone, talk to someone, reach out to someone that she doesn't know, I just thought that was so cool. I was like, wow, I want that boldness. I want the courage to be able to do that, because it is so hard. Granted, I'm definitely not as dedicated, committed to YouTube as I should be, and you are doing so well with it. Like, you have been so consistent ever since you really like put yourself to it and decide to be like full on. And I love your content. I love your videos. I know I tell you that all the time, and you're probably tired of hearing me say it, and all of you guys are probably tired of hearing me say that I love Sam's stuff, but I really love it so much.
Thank you. Yeah, no, I would never, like, okay, I don't want to say I would never, but I just, like, can't see myself being that bold to, like, message someone about it. Like, I mean, I'll do things like, if I, like, come across another, like, really small YouTuber and I actually, like, really like their video, I'll, like, comment, and then I'm like, oh, maybe they'll, like, click on me for my comment, and they'll, like, look at my stuff, too, and maybe they'd subscribe, or, like, I don't know. Although I do that, but I've never, like, I just don't think I have, like, that confidence to, like, just message someone and be like, hey, I see that, like, you're a really small YouTuber, and, like, just how do you keep going and stuff like that. I don't know. So I really appreciated it that they reached out, because I was like, of course I'll, like, answer your questions and, like, talk to you about it. So, I don't know. It was a cool experience. I've never had anything like that happen.
It gives me the good goosebumps, It was so cute, because we talked about it for a while in the car on Thursday when we went to Vancouver, and because we both just really admire that. I thought it was really good. Okay, I really, really love this wild card. So this is level 2 wild card, but so it says both players write the 3 most important things in life to you. 30 seconds and compare. But, I mean, we don't have to write it down. You can just think of the 3 most important things in life to you.
Okay, I guess I'll just start going for it with the 2 I already have, and hopefully the 3rd one will come to me. But, okay. First, okay, these are so broad because I feel like it's easier to do this in, like, a broad way. So, first, relationships. All kinds of relationships. Like romantic, friendships, family relationships, all of it. So important. Honestly, I don't think you could do life without them. Because it's like the people you surround yourself with, that's just like important to you. Your own character, your own growth and development, all of that. And life would just be very boring without relationships. So that's number 1. The second one is goals. Because I feel like you won't have, like, okay, that doesn't make sense. But just thinking about, like, having goals, like, you kind of, like, you need to have goals in order to, like, continue growing and have, like, that drive and determination to succeed. Like, you just kind of always have to have goals for yourself. It doesn't, even if you don't, like, write them down or anything ever, like, I don't even remember the last time I've written down what my goals are. I think it was at the beginning of last semester. I was like, spring semester goals, and it was just things like, oh, having a better sleep schedule, or like doing all this. But like just being able to visualize that and always have goals for yourself so that you're always striving to be like the best version of yourself, so important. And 3rd, oh, this is so hard. I guess just, like, education. I feel like always being able to continue educating yourself, like, being able to, like, read things, learn new things, just, like, never not learning things.
Yeah. No, those are good. I like those. My 3 would be definitely, like, God, my faith, because I just think without it, I have no idea who or what I would be. Like, I personally just believe that, you know, like, faith gives me my purpose because that's kind of what it is. Yeah. But I was thinking relationships too, because and again, like you said, like, platonic, romantic, familial, like, all of them, relationships are so important, and, like, my relationship with God, that's super important too. And again, like, you could not do life without relationships, and also to have just, like, a healthy relationship with yourself is so important. And I often neglect myself when I'm thinking about relationships. I'm like, okay, how can I, you know, like, recenter? How can I reset, you know? And then 3rd, theme of my life is success. Just in whatever I'm doing, I just want to be successful because I don't want things to go to waste. I don't want my time to go to waste. I don't want my time, or I just said time. I don't want my time, my money, my effort. I don't want anything to go to waste. And so I want to be successful in whatever I'm doing, whether it's the pod, whether it's YouTube, whether it's relationships, my life plan, like, whatever it is, I just want to be successful.
Those are all so good. I definitely don't know how I did not think of like, faith to be at the top of that. I guess that just shows that I've been slacking in just all things faith right now, but that's definitely so important and plays a huge role in everything.
I mean, that's not to say that I have not been slacking my faith, because Lord knows, literally, Lord knows I have been, but I need to remember, okay, he needs to be the center, he needs to be my priority all the time, so being deliberate, I guess, and conscientious of it.
I like that. This is a fun one. What's been your happiest memory this past year?
My happiest memory? This is so hard, because I feel like even during this whole pandemic, I feel like I've had so many moments of just overwhelming joy. I'm like, I'm so excited to be doing this. I'm so excited to be here. I'm so excited to be with these people, you know? I don't know if I could pick just one singular moment, because, again, like, I feel like there's just been so many moments of just overwhelming joy and just happiness. Like, in moments, in situations, like, with the people I'm with, oh gosh, I don't know, I'd probably say when we're doing roommate bonding. Honestly, like, that's just such a fond memory for me, and just getting to know gals that I that I wouldn't know otherwise outside of being roommates with, and had I not gone the game, I most likely would never know some of the things that I do know because of it.
Yeah. No, those are some really fun times. I think, let's see, happiest memory this past year for me. Honestly, I think mine would probably be, I don't even know what day it was. I could probably find it from my, like, camera roll and stuff, but I think mine would probably be the night where, Nat and Kenzie left. I think they were going on, like, a double date. I think that's what it was. And so it was just me and you, and we were just, like, I don't know what, this night was just so funny, and we were just so happy, and that was the night that we came up with the idea to even start the pod, and we were both just, like, loving it, and we even how we, like, tried to record that night, all that stuff. It was just so hectic and chaotic, but it was just, like, I don't know, it was so happy, and I just think about that, and I'm like, oh, cute.
That's so cute. Oh my gosh. I was thinking about that too, actually. Like, that was so funny. And then when they came back, they're like, that was terrible. I was like, oh my gosh. We definitely had a much better night than they did. We're going to be moving on to level 3 now, which is all about reflection. So now, you're answering questions about the other person again, like in the first round, but this is based off of what you learned during the game. And honestly, round 3 is my favorite, just because it really shows how much you were listening to the other person or how much you learned about the other person, and it just kind of shows, like, okay, now I know you on a deeper level, this is what I think, and it's kind of like perceptions again, but once you know the person. I think that's fun.
Yeah.
Oh, I like this question a lot. What answer of mine made you light up?
Oh, that one's really fun. I honestly feel like it was when you talked about, just, like, being more afraid of failure than success, because that was just, like, the best, like, analysis I've ever seen of that question before. And it was just so relatable, because I feel like that one's so hard to answer, and I feel like just right away when you started talking about it, I was like, wow, like, this is, like, so good, and you just, like, answered it so genuinely, and it just, like, made me feel some type of way. That, or when you just, like, talked about, like, not wanting to change the fact that you are such, like, a dreamer and you're so determined about things, because I feel like that's a really hard question to, like, answer, and to, like, talk about yourself and, like, be, like, humbled and, like, proud of, like, a characteristic of yours. Like, you know,
God, I'm gonna cry.
It's really easy to pick, like, a bunch of things that you'd want to change about yourself, but then the second someone asks you, like, what do you not want to change, that's, like, really hard to talk about without feeling like you're, like, narcissistic or something.
That's so sweet. Sam, oh my goodness, you're gonna make me cry. And Lord knows I already cry enough.
Same.
So, your answer to, I mean, what's been your happiest memory of this year? That one made me light up because I was part of it. But I don't know, like, that was just so cute because, I mean, you guys can't see, but we're on FaceTime, so I can see her facial expressions. And just, like, the way you were talking about it, it was so cute. And also, when you were talking about the 3 most important things in your life, and I love hearing about what people are passionate about and what people love, and so just seeing you talk about that again with your facials and just kind of seeing, like, you light up was like, oh my gosh, that's making me really think about these things. Because earlier today, actually, and I've probably told you this, like, if I could drop out of college, I would. Like, if I had a business before I went to college and was doing super well, was making 6 to 7 figures on it, like, I probably would not have gone to college because I just am so tired of the school system, education system. I don't want to be doing it anymore. I don't want to have so many loans. But just the way you talked about education, that we're really not ever done learning, and that you just really value it, and you value learning, you value education and just being informed and all that stuff. I was like, wow, that's such a good way to think about it.
Mm-hmm. Especially, like, not even, you know, like, not even college, like, in general, but, like, even when I'm, like, 50, like, and like however many years out of school, because I don't really have an interest in going back and getting like a master's in anything once I'm graduated, but like, I don't know, just like always reading up. I think that's why I like such like self-helpy books all the time, because they're very much just like more like you're always learning more about like yourself or other people and like how the world works. Thanks.
Yeah.
This is cool. Okay, what do you think my defining characteristic is?
I've already mentioned this, blah, blah, blah. Everyone's tired of hearing me say it, but definitely your creativity, your originality, your passion for creating, it's just unparalleled. And I really, like, I do envy you for it because, again, like, I've not been as dedicated to YouTube as I should have been, especially during quarantine when we've got, you know, nothing to do. But just watching your videos, I just get so much joy from it, and then I like Snapchat you immediately. I'm like, oh my gosh, I loved your video, or like I'll comment on it, and it's just so cute. And so your creativity and like all the things you want to do. You're an AMDT major. You want to have your own boutique. Like, it's so I just love it so much.
Thanks. I'm gonna like, this is just so wholesome. Wow, I feel like there's so many things I could pick. But I feel like for you, I definitely think it's just like how like strong of like goals like you have like for yourself, and like how much you like crave success, and like how much that drives you in what you're doing, like so much so to where you like changed your major and stuff. Like I would be so scared to do that now, and like just all of that. I feel like you are like really headstrong, and like even though it's like kind of scary to be going into this stuff, you like know what you want and you're going for it, and that's super admirable, and that's so fun. And I think everyone can like see that that you like have like a lot of goals and you like really want to make them happen.
Oh my gosh, you're so sweet. This is why this is the narcissism in me, but this is why I love round 3, because I just love when people tell me good things about myself.
I feel like it doesn't come up in like daily conversation enough, you know, like you don't like just like every day your friends don't like tell you just like all these deep like reflections about you, so it's fun.
I know. I try to kind of just tell my friends, like, hey, I really appreciate you, or hey, I'm so proud of you for doing this, this, and this. And this is my words of affirmation speaking, too. But I don't know, I think it's so important to just remind people, like, hey, love this about you, keep doing it, or don't change it, or whatever, you know?
I mean, we definitely do it often, because I just, that's like our relationship, though, is that we always are just, like, very much talking about these things with each other, because like we do the pod together and like all this stuff that like we find like a lot of motivation in talking to each other about it. So yeah. I feel like we have those kinds of conversations a lot, but it's always fun to do it again.
No, I definitely agree, because we both know that we both value this like deep conversations. We both value like validation, confirmation, you know, all these things. And so I feel like we're pretty good about it with each other. It's just about me doing it with my other relationships. Oh, I like this one too. When in this game did you feel the most connected to me?
I feel like when we were talking about like what this chapter of like our lives would be, like, because I feel like we like really connected on being in like the same kind of like mindset and like position, and that was just kind of like a moment of like, oh, like, wow, like, we're really kind of, like, similar right now in terms of, like, where we're at and what we're doing.
No, I was thinking about that, but, like, that would probably be my second moment, or, like, my second highest moment, but probably just what do you think my defining characteristic is when we're answering that question, because, again, like, we see things in others that we admire most, and, like, because you love talking to people about their goals, and so you see me, like, my defining characteristic is all my goals, and then I love when people are passionate and driven and just creative, and that's exactly what you are. And so I felt like, yes, we have had this discussion before, but at the same time we've never had it in this way, and so just kind of being open about it, you know? I mean, over FaceTime, but that's such a cute question. I don't think, I mean, again, we don't get to level 3 very often, so I don't think I've actually answered that with someone.
Wow, these are all so fun. Okay, I kind of want to do this one. So this one's a wild card. And it is scroll through each other's Instagrams, find the picture you feel best represents your partner's essence, and comment why you chose that image. Which I know we can't show it, like, because you're listening to the pod, but maybe we'll, like, post it on our Instagram, and describing it enough, you'll get the gist.
Yeah. Okay, so if you follow Sam on Instagram, you'll be able to see this. If you don't, then follow her, and then you can see this. And it's not my favorite photo because I took it, but hashtag self-taught. But it's the one when it was snowing, and we went by Kenzie's apartment somewhere. I don't know exactly where it was, but I just think it looks so good. Your hair, your skin, your face, your clothes always look so good. And one of my favorite things to say to people is, like, you look so radiant. And really, in this photo, it's just, for me, it's like the definition of radiance. And everything about it is just so, so beautiful, which you are inside and out. And will probably forever and always will be my favorite photo of you. I just love it so, so much.
Thanks. Cute. Okay. My photo from your Instagram is, and follow you saw on Instagram too, and then you can see it. But it's your photo from when, I guess it's both of these photos. I can't pick between the two in the set. But the photos from the cool bus, because I just feel like, I don't know, when I, like, look at it, it's just, like, so you and really authentic, and I feel like, I mean, it matches your outfit, which is really cool, but you're just, like, your smile in the photos just looks so genuine and like you're having the time of your life. And also, shout out those pants. I don't know. It's just like when I look at it, I'm just like, it's just so you.
Thanks. I really like that one too. I feel like you do a really good job of it, of just kind of portraying your life, not just like, oh, this is what people want to see, but like you post what you want to see.
Mm-hmm. I know, like, I love, like, I almost picked, like, your most recent picture just because, like, you always, like, you post so many, like, just, like, candid photos, and I feel like that's just, like, so you and, like, more, like, really shows off your personality, whereas, like, I rarely post candids.
I love candids.
And I wish I did more. I'll try more.
Yes, I recommend. I love candids. Candids are my faves. Okay, I like that one to end on, so I say we move on to the final card. And so the final card is when you feel like you've answered enough or maybe even all of the questions, then you can move on to the final card, and it's literally labeled the final card so you know which one it is. But so what it says is each player write a message to the other, fold and exchange, open only when you two have parted. And I love this so much because my sister and I think she's the only one who I've actually done this with. I filmed a video in the car. We were at Cary Park actually, and just filmed in the car us playing the game, and then we wrote each other notes, and we were still like had a 30-minute drive home, so we couldn't read them until after we got home and weren't together anymore. And I actually lost the note that she wrote me. I was like, oh no, and I hadn't even read it yet, and so I was like searching the car for it, and then I finally found it, and it was so cute. It was like, oh, Liv. But yeah, so I'll probably just text you or something.
Oh yeah, that works. I was gonna suggest that, like, maybe we should, like, after we record, we could, like, actually write it and we could just, like, mail it to each other.
Oh wait, that's so cute.
Yeah, wouldn't that be cute?
Honestly, I love that so much more because then you actually have, like, the physical thing instead of just a little text.
Yeah, we could have a good little, like, letter.
Gosh, there she is, Sam and B, with her creativity, her innovation that excites.
Yeah, so that would be a fun idea. I'm excited for this because I've never done the final card before.
I know, I love it. Okay, so since that was the end of the game, I guess we can move on to Song of the Week.
My favorite segment, Song of the Week. Wow, and this is like the first time that I've like
Mm-hmm. I love that song so much. I got the email from Google saying like, oh, Samantha Blocher commented on it. And then it said no right to love you. I was like, no freaking way. I love that song so much. And like you, I cried when I first heard it. And second and third and like 15th time I've heard it. It's just so good, and it's just so good. I think I listened to it around the time when it first kind of came out. Like I just saw it on my Spotify, or it was one of like the recommended songs. I was like, what is this? Well, let me listen. And it was chef's kiss. I love. But mine, like Sam said, I posted on my Instagram story. It's Yours by Pacific. I've been seeing like Pacific, like the band Pacific, their ads on Instagram. I was like, okay, you know what? I'll give them a listen, because I've actually been meaning to, because like I like their ads, their music on their ads. I was like, oh, that's good, but I always forgot to, so I finally did. And then I listened to it. I was like, wow, that's really good. And then I posted on my Instagram story along with just a question, just because I want to know, like, do people actually listen to the music that people post on their stories? And it's a little more towards yes, but pretty close to half and half. It's like 2/3 yes and 1/3 no, which honestly really surprises me that many people said yes.
For me, like, it depends. I mean, I feel like I always listen to, like, what you post for music on your stories, or, like, sometimes what, like, certain influencers I follow post, or, like, if I actually have my volume up and, like, hear it and I think it sounds good, I'll go listen to the rest. But I feel like half the time I don't even watch, like, if I'm, like, in the car, I'm not watching Instagram stories with sound, so I, like, forget about it and don't pay attention. But yeah, I, like, always listen to the ones you post.
That's so cute. Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, it really depends for me too. Like on the person, how well I know them, and if I have the volume on, if I can listen to it, like that little 15 seconds of the song, then I'll go listen to it. But I feel like I typically do, especially if it's like my friends who have songs coming out, or if they are posting songs that they like or drew inspiration from. I'm like, okay, I want to listen to that for sure. Then I just being able to see the people that responded to it, like yes they did or no they don't, like some of them are really surprising, and others I'm like, okay, that's so, like, that's cool that they listen, or it makes sense that they wouldn't. Like, it doesn't matter to me. I just want to know. I hope people don't feel like I'm trying to prove something. I don't know. Well, this is probably my new favorite. I mean, this one and Personality Types are probably tied, because I love them both so much. But yeah, I thought this was really good. I hope you guys learned a little bit about us and liked the game. We're not really strangers.
Yeah, I love this one. It's so good.
Yeah, so make sure to rate and review us on Apple Podcasts so that, more people can find us. And if you like the game and you want to play the game with other people, make sure to have them listen to this episode so that they, can get an idea about how to play. And if you didn't like the game and you don't want to play with other people, have them listen to other episodes of the pod. Sam, I just hope you have a really great rest of your day.
Thanks, Issa, and likewise to you all.
Bye.